Alright, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Adam. You're watching Unlimited Options Investing. Today was a pretty low volume day in the market. We're still about maybe an hour away from the close. If we take a look at the S&P 500, which stock over here really sticks out, that would be Tesla stock, up 6.5%, just shy of $1,000. We were above it at a certain point earlier today, and then we have retraced a little bit. And other winners today, we had Google up 1.63%, Tesla up 1.1%, MasterCard up 1.5%. We have healthcare up pretty nicely today. Netflix is up 1%. Facebook down. Amazon was higher up earlier in the day and now retraced a little bit below 3,400 again. And the biggest loser being mRNA, Moderna. And if we take a look at coinmarketcap.com, Bitcoin up 0.5% over the last 24 hours. Ethereum down 0.4%. Solana up 1.27%. XRP has been doing pretty nicely over the past week, up 16.69%, up 4% over the last 24 hours. Cardano's trying to find some kind of momentum, up 5.3% over the last 24 hours, bumping it from the last 7 days from negative to positive. And WowCrypto.com coin is now at 53 cents. I remember when there was a lot of hype with this one because of the naming rights with the old Staples Center now being Crypto.com Arena. And everyone thought this one was going to the moon, and it still has potential to do very well. However, I'm just surprised to see it as low as it is right now. But again, when something goes up that aggressively toward the upside, there's a good chance it also might do the same thing toward the downside eventually. The harder they go, the harder they fall. Speaking of which, if this is your first time on the channel, welcome aboard and hit that subscribe button, because here at Unlimited Options Investing, we take a look at the charts. We don't FOMO buy, we don't panic sell. We're investing for the long term. We look at options, ETFs, stocks, crypto, as well as always, guys, remember, smash that like button. Alright, and taking a look at the candlesticks of the 4-hour time frame on Tesla stock. So we gapped up from yesterday's close at about 937 all the way up right at that 20 EMA at 962, and we've gone all the way up today to 1016, and then now retracing just below that $1,000 mark between that 20 and that 50 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. So I'm going to ask you guys right now, do you think that Tesla is going to fill the gap that it went up from 936 from yesterday? Let me know in the comments below. Is Tesla going to retrace, or is that halas? That's it. Tesla's just going to go toward the moon. Zooming out at the 1-day time frame, when we take a look at volume, unlike the rest of the market, Tesla's volume for the most part has been holding up as of late. Again, all eyes are on Tesla stocks, so I guess that makes more sense. Let's compare it to the rest of the FAANG stocks. So Apple, for instance, has lower volume today pretty significantly. I know the day isn't over yet. Microsoft as well, same idea. Google stock, similar idea. Amazon stock, and Meta Platforms, a similar idea as well. So it really is Tesla stock that has been holding up with volume, and it's normal to see lower volume during the holidays, during the Santa Claus rally. If this is in fact what we're getting, a rally after such a volatile period over the last 2 weeks, whereas with Tesla the volume is still there. Alright, so Apple stock. So it looked like we bounced off the 20 EMA a few days ago, so let's see if that ends up being the short-term bottom, or if we end up revisiting that. So right now, I'm not really doing anything with Apple, just seeing where it goes, seeing where the market wants to take it, and seeing if I want to buy more if it goes lower, or sell covered calls, for instance, if it goes higher. Next up, Microsoft, this one also floating up higher, now above the 20 and the 50 EMA. Let's see if this one holds up going into the end of the week. Tomorrow, also Thursday being the last day of the week, because Friday is a holiday for Christmas. But again, looking at the past few days when it was below its 50 EMA on the daily, usually Microsoft is a pretty nice buy at those levels, especially because it was retesting the lows from earlier on in December. Next up, looking at Google stock, this one as well, similar idea, below the 50 EMA and at the similar levels that it was as low as earlier in December. And the last one, looking at Meta Platforms, this one actually showing some weakness today, kind of in the middle of nowhere. We've been trading sideways in this channel ever since that sell-off from September into October. So until we get some kind of clear direction, either below the 320 level or the 345, we're still looking like we're going to be trading sideways. I can't wait till Meta Platforms eventually breaks out, and I want to see higher highs on this one personally, because I'm long-term invested, but we'll just have to see when that ends up happening. Next up, Nvidia on the daily, this one trading between the 20 and the 50 EMA, also seeing lower volume. This stock and Tesla were the darlings, I think, of the S&P 500 this year and the NASDAQ. So I'm kind of surprised to not see this one also at higher volume, but I guess all eyes want to be on Tesla stock. And it looks like this one could be starting to form a channel, let's say at the 295 level. and as low as this 271 that we just reached recently. However, we have to take into consideration that we gapped up from this level over here at 267, as well as this one gap up at 231. If it ever went that low, that would be an excellent buy in my opinion. If Nvidia does get that low, would be a great opportunity for a long-term investment. But right now with the price action, we found buying support off 270. Again, stuck between that 20 and that 50, so we'll have to see which direction this one wants to go in. Alright, next I'm taking a look at Shopify. So we were as low as we were for the past 6 months with the stock just a couple of days ago, and it looks like it's been rebounding pretty nicely, heading back towards its moving averages. So far so good. I guess the next level this one has to break through would be that 14.15 mark. And I expect some kind of resistance once it touches that 20 EMA. Me personally, I'm just holding. I haven't been really doing much this week, just holding what I have from what I've been buying from the last couple of weeks and seeing where the price action goes from there. Jpmorgan Chase stock, so we see a nice hammer candle earlier this week when we were as low as 152, which it hadn't been as low as since this previous September. And then it gapping up, and today we're seeing really low volume on the stock. No surprise, it's not a very volatile stock. It's been volatile lately, but generally speaking, JPM and the bank stocks are value stocks that aren't as volatile as these high-flying growth names that we're always talking about on the channel, just like Bitcoin and Ethereum, which we're going to take a look at. But firstly, looking at Bitcoin. So this one broke through this downtrend that we've been part of for the past month or so, finding resistance at that 20 EMA on the daily. So let's actually zoom in and look at the 4-hour. So we're still above that 20 and the 50 on this time frame. So let's see if we can hold that up and continue making higher lows into the end of the year. And likewise with Ethereum on the 4-hour time frame, we're above that 20 and that 50 EMA. So let's continue finding that buying pressure and see if we can make those higher lows again into the end of the year. And lastly, I actually want to take a look at XRP because this one has been doing pretty well as of late when it comes to cryptocurrencies. We're clearly above the moving averages on the 4-hour time frame, but on the daily we've gone from below the 20 to right at that 50, and we see some pretty long wicks. So let's see if this is a sustainable move. This one does retrace back. Let's see if it can hold 90. If not, I want to see it hold at around 88. In the sense that this one's taking 3 steps up, let's see 1 or 2 steps back and continue that same pattern: 3 up, 2 down, 4 up, 3 down, and you get my idea. But again, you need a lot more momentum in the stock, and you need a lot more positive sentiment in crypto in general. And for me, that starts off with Bitcoin and Ethereum, because when Bitcoin gets going, Ethereum often follows that, and then all the altcoins follow that one. Otherwise, that is the end of my video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, let me know in the comments below what you're thinking of the markets this week. Are we going to continue grinding up higher, or are we going to find selling pressure soon? Let me know in the comments. As always, subscribe and like, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.